One night, a group of thieves broke into the home of a fakir. The house was empty, with nothing but a single blanket, which the fakir was using as a covering while he lay there. It was a cold night, and the fakir began to cry, not because he feared the thieves, but out of sorrow. He wept because there was nothing in his house for the thieves to steal. Hearing his sobs, the thieves asked, "Why are you crying?" The fakir replied, "You came here. This is the first time someone has given me this honor. You gave me this opportunity. People don't usually rob fakirs. They go to kings and the wealthy. By choosing my home, you've made me feel like a king. What a blessing." But then my tears overflowed. I started sobbing because there's nothing here for you to take. If only you had informed me a few days earlier, I could have arranged something. I could have begged or borrowed to gather something for you. All I have right now is this blanket. Take it. Please don't refuse, as that would hurt my heart deeply. The thieves were bewildered, unable to comprehend such a person. They had spent their lives stealing, but never had they met anyone like him. For the first time, they felt ashamed. For the first time, they bowed their heads before someone. Not wanting to hurt his feelings, they reluctantly took the blanket. However, they realized that the fakir had nothing else to wear. The blanket was his only garment, both for covering and sleeping. But the fakir insisted, "Don't worry about me. I'm used to living like this. Besides, you ventured out on this cold night, when even the dogs are huddled inside their shelters. Take the blanket quietly, and next time, let me know in advance if you're coming." The thieves, thoroughly unsettled, hurriedly left the hut. As they stepped out, the fakir called out, "At least close the door behind you and thank me." The authority in his voice was so compelling that the thieves actually thanked him, closed the door, and ran away. The fakir stood by the window, watching them disappear into the distance. Some time later, the thieves were caught and brought to trial. Among the stolen items recovered was the fakir's famous blanket. The judge recognized the blanket immediately and exclaimed, "This belongs to the renowned fakir. You even dared to steal from him." The fakir was summoned to court. The judge said, "If the fakir testifies that this is his blanket and you stole it, we won't need further evidence. His word carries more weight than 1,000 witnesses, and I will impose the harshest punishment possible." The thieves were trembling with fear as the fakir arrived in court. But when asked, the fakir said, "No, these men are not thieves. They are kind and virtuous people. I gave them the blanket as a gift, and they even thanked me for it. Not only that, but they were also so considerate that they closed the door on their way out." The judge released the thieves, following the fakir's testimony. The fakir added, "Don't punish them. They are dear, good-hearted people." Overwhelmed with emotion, the thieves fell at the fakir's feet and begged him to accept them as disciples. They renounced their old ways and embraced a new life. Later, the fakir laughed and said, "I gave you the blanket so you could walk the path of renunciation. You couldn't have avoided its power. It carried the essence of my prayers, the energy of my meditation. Its presence was filled with the fragrance of my inner stillness. I knew it would lead you back to me. That day, you came as thieves. Today, you've come as disciples. I always knew, because no one is truly bad at heart. Moral, true compassion and kindness can transform even the hardest of hearts. By showing genuine care and selflessness, the fakir was able to awaken the goodness within the thieves, leading them to a path of redemption and spiritual growth. This story teaches us that no one is inherently bad and that everyone has the potential for positive change when met with understanding and love. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to join our amazing community. Your support means the world to me.